Okay folks, this will be an interesting one. I don't know how it's going to look. We'll soon find out. I think we're going to keep it on 100. Okay, let's see what this is. It is some kind of cardigan without, oh no, it has got buttonholes. It has got a buttonhole there and a button there, but there's no button. That's interesting. I don't know what the fuck this is. We'll turn it over and we'll show you the back, which is what we're mainly interested in. So, sorry about the fart-assing, but this is the back of it, and we're just going to make something out of these lovely pieces in there, this lovely pattern. So I'm just going to throw it up on the glass of the photocopier and we're going to move it around. Sorry about the bad camera work. Alright, let's go. Yeah, that looks interesting. Yeah. Maybe we'll do another. So I'm just going to put it up there again, make it interesting. Yeah, that looks interesting. Wondering if we're going to make this into a movement on movement, or maybe that looks really quite interesting. Maybe even there. I don't know. I'm going to try another one. We're just doing this haphazardly, folks. So I'll just put it on the glass like that. I don't think this is what, I don't want a marbled piece out of this. I just want to use just one take and try to make it look good. Again, it's not what I'm after. I don't seem to be finding too many of these colourful pieces that I can actually use to make an interesting piece. I'm just going to scrunch it up further and spin it right around. Yeah, that looks better. That looks a lot more interesting. Do wonder. It's got potential, folks. Maybe we can marble it. It'll look good as a marble piece. I've just come to that conclusion, folks. It's more of a marble piece than a one take. Or a single take, so we're just going to make this into a marble piece. Yeah, see, the marbling really brings things out, really makes things look more colourful and more interesting. Wondering if we're going to use this piece. Oh, that looks really nice, that little bit there. Maybe we could use that little piece there and make it into something. Or maybe we could try another piece. So that looks nice, and that looks nice. That little piece in there. We're going to enlarge it big. Going to make it really, really large. So we're just going to take it and try to put it in the corner, near the corner. It doesn't have to be smack bang at this stage. So yeah, that looks interesting. Actually, that looks interesting. Maybe if we cut it there and maybe have that. Or maybe we're just going to stick with the original plan and just have this little shape enlarged and stretched. I don't know how it's going to look. I'm going to put it in the corner, or maybe it's tricky trying to work out where to place something. It's very easy to get it wrong, folks. Yeah, I think we've made it too big. Looks nice and painted, nicely like it's been painted or something. Really bright colours. I do think we have to do a lot of adjustments here to make it look really nice. Move it across, maybe move it up. And maybe the enlargement on the vertical is a bit high. Yeah, that's starting to look nice. I did like that little bit up there, but it makes it look like it's sitting too low. We don't want that. And I think the horizontal needs to be a little bit smaller, and the vertical a bit smaller as well. I do think. And maybe so the horizontal could be a lot smaller. So you can make it 340 by 300%. I do think maybe it could go higher, just a tad. I actually questioning whether I should have embarked on this piece, using this particular piece. I do think maybe I could have used something better, for all I know. I do think maybe a little bit shorter and maybe a little bit less tall. So wondering if we have to maybe, again, lessen the enlargement on the horizontal. So we're going to make it 300 and we're going to make this one perhaps 280. Yeah, that's starting to look a lot more animated now. It's starting to look a lot nicer. It still looks a little bit minimalist, you could say. I don't know if we're going to maybe shrink it further, but basically it's starting to look a little bit, it's looking better, but it still looks kind of minimalist. But it's looking less minimalist as I go along with these shrinking down the enlargements, decreasing them a bit. We're getting a much nicer, more animated kind of result, more colour and more shapes involved in this piece. And that's looking a lot nicer now. Yeah, these marbled pieces can be quite tricky to get it to sort of try and, you could say, tag an area and say that this is what you want to concentrate on, to zero in on, so to speak. My mum would use the phrase to hone in on. I fucking hate the way she says that. She hone in on this, hone in on that, or zero in on that. Oh, she doesn't say zero in, she just says hone in. Or hone in on this, or hone in on that. Okay, let's see if this looks any good. See if these colours and shapes come up looking nice. Still looks a bit on the slightly minimalist side, but there is enough detail to make it look not so minimalist, I guess you could say. Yeah, okay, interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.